What's up guys, Venny here, and today I'm going to be making a bit of a different type of video. I'm going to be talking about really what's next for me when it comes to content creation and also competing. So I'm going to be talking about what's going to be coming on YouTube, Twitch, and also what's really happening in the competitive scene for myself. What's my next step, because obviously new year, things change, things happen, and that's obviously something I'm going to briefly touch on in this video. But we'll start off, where have I been? So I would say since obviously all the lockdown happened and like the FIFA sort of competitive season sort of came to a halt, I've just been trying to chill, to be honest with you. Something I haven't done since I've actually become a professional player, and actually just take some time and relax, play some other games, and just sort of try and enjoy myself. But you know, at the same time, I was always missing that competitive edge, you know, making them FIFA videos, or I would say the main thing for me though is the competing side. Like that was the biggest thing I missed. Obviously we had ePrem what came around, I can't remember when it was, I think it was about a month or so ago, and even though that was good to have that like competitive feeling once again, it came at a bad time because like I hadn't touched FIFA for like 3 months before that tournament, and then some people obviously have been playing FIFA, so it was a thing more so on my end. Maybe I could be playing during that time just to keep things fresh, but you know, as I said, I wanted to get that refresh going and just sort of take my time, have some time off and just enjoy myself, and that was sort of my main approach. And ePrem, I came close. I could have easily got out of the groups, but I lost to Ethan, who was representing Brighton, and I think he beat me in golden goal and the last kick of the game, in 2 of the games. So that's how FIFA goes sometimes. Sometimes you get the margin, sometimes you don't, but at the end of the day, that is how it is. But yeah, that is sort of where I've been. Also, you guys might notice here I've got a chipped tooth. That isn't something new, what's just suddenly appeared over lockdown. It's just that when I was younger, I got tripped up in playing indoor football, and I landed very awkwardly, banged my face down and knocked the front tooth, so the other one's also half filled in, and the one on the right, what you see which is chipped, it's just randomly comes out now and then if I eat something like weird, like if I eat an apple or if I eat a baguette or something random. This time it was a Yorkshire pudding, so maybe Yorkshire puddings are off the menu for me from now on, because I need to get this tooth back, and I haven't gone to the dentist yet, just due to obviously with all what's going on with COVID. It's not really worth the risk too much to get it fixed, because it's not actually too much of a big deal. It is when it first happened, but I'm getting used to it now. But yeah, that is it really for when it comes to where I've been and what and that type of stuff. But let's get into what's going to be coming in YouTube terms next. Right, so next up we got the YouTube side of things, and for me this is something maybe I want to do a little bit more, and I think I could have done a lot more, but it's quite hard to be consistent over the year when you've got to do the competing side and also make other contents of stuff what I enjoy. And I noticed a thing what was going on. Like I look at other people's YouTubes just to see how they're doing and what are they doing. And a lot of them, you know, they run a draft to glory and a road to glory, and that allows them to have content over the whole year without a problem. And for me, like obviously I was just doing some of like the custom tactics, some squad builders here and there, fit champs highlights, and nothing was ever going to be consistent on the YouTube at the end of the day, because it was just I make a video here, I make a video there. No, there was no structure, there was nothing to it. I would just basically wake up, and if I wanted to make a video, I would make one. If not, I wouldn't. And that's something I want to change going into this year. I want to be a lot more consistent. I want the quality of videos to be up. So as you see here, this camera I'm using is something what Southampton supplied me with. Obviously a higher end camera, so that the production of this quality should be a lot better. I've also got a video editor now for the videos, because that was something I never did. I never edited my videos, I just did it raw, straight up. I might take off the edges at the start and the end, and that was about it. But I want to make it obviously a lot higher quality for you guys to enjoy it when you're watching. So that's sort of something I'm going to be looking into. I'm going to be looking to do a road to glory and a draft to glory, but if I'll be totally honest with you, I don't think that's going to be on my main channel. What you're watching this on, that will be on my second channel, which would be Venny Clips. It'll be in the description if you guys want to go and subscribe to that. And mainly the reason I'm doing that is because it's going to be linked into my streaming sort of side of things when it comes to the Road to Glory and the Draft to Glory. And I also want my main channel to be more around the competitive side of myself and obviously the FIFA scene in general. I want to make things a lot more content-wise around the competitive side, you know. So you know, like the custom tactics and the squad builders, what I would use, what I'm looking to use, and I just want to make it all a bit more about myself, so people can get that sort of interaction about me, what I'm trying to do when it comes to the competitive stuff. And I'm going to be trying to bring in a lot more real life content as well wherever I can. Obviously with the COVID, things are restricted to what we can and can't do, but once the game's obviously fully out, most of my time is going to be indoors playing FIFA anyway. So my main focus there, I would say, is, you know, maybe bringing in like day in the life, you know, when we got like a tournament day, record sort of the day in the life, what's going on in the behind the scenes for myself, and show you guys basically what's happening, because you see a lot of pros tweet like, what the hell is this and that, and none of you get to obviously see it because none of us really record it. So I'm going to basically bring you guys on my journey over the year, really, when it comes to that type of stuff, but also maybe some, you know, other stuff, some different type of content what I've never done. So as you see in the back here, and probably from the background, I'm in a different room. I switched rooms with my mum, and just because this room's a lot bigger and she's allows me to have it, so I have more space to be able to space out my room a lot more. And I have a plan really when it comes to this space in general, of actually building probably my dream gaming setup. So that's something like I could be bringing to you guys, and also some more real life content, such as trying to get into shape, because even though COVID allowed me to relax and just sort of try and enjoy myself, I have put a bit of weight on, if I'll be totally honest with you. You know, I haven't had anything to do, so I've just been chilling, eating, you know, just living my best life, I guess. But that is something I want to, you know, sort out going into the next year of FIFA 21, because I do think looking after your body could have some sort of impact on, it might have an impact on the gaming side, but I think just in general making yourself feel better about yourself, so you feel more confident, and I think that will help in game. So that's something I want to maybe record and show you guys my journey, because maybe a lot of you don't really know about that type of stuff of like looking after your body, because it's something what's not really in the gaming scene as much yet, which I think is something what will be happening. So yeah, I would say that is sort of the focus of the YouTube. My main channel is going to be more around the competitive side of FIFA, you know, and a bit more about myself, if that makes sense. So I might do like a co-op series with other pros on Ultimate Team, what obviously could be coming out if you guys have seen that. Obviously days in the lives, just the normal custom tactics, squad builders and stuff like that. And then my second channel will be more of that like Road to Glory, Draft to Glory, so I can get content out. I'm going to be trying to get as much content out as possible, I would say, in the first month of FIFA 21 coming out, but there's no guarantees with anything, I guess, because you never know what's going to happen the next day. So yeah, that is my focus on YouTube. If you guys have any sort of ideas you want to see on the channel, let me know, but I've got a pretty good idea what I want to bring. I'm going to be trying to make content what I want to make rather than what I think just works, because I think when you enjoy the content you're making, it's easier to do it more often, and you know, people can basically see straight through you if that's something you want to do. And then going on to Twitch, and Twitch for me, it was good. You know, when COVID came around, I started to stream for like, I would say, a month or two, and it was going unbelievable with the rage you can get from that sort of socials. Kurt, for example, was raiding me, and it would just it helps you. You know, the whole sort of community you can build on Twitch is crazy. So that is something I definitely want to be doing a lot more of. As I mentioned, with my second channel next year, the Road to Glory and Draft to Glory will be linked with the Twitch, and that is because all the games in the Road to Glory and the Draft to Glory, everything I will be streaming, and then I will just take the stream VOD and then edit it, put it into the second channel, and then people can just watch it there as well if people didn't get to see the stream. And hopefully that just sort of helps me, one, be a lot more productive, but two, allow me to stream and make YouTube content, which is the main focus for me, because I think content going into this year with COVID, who knows what the competitive season's going to look like. From what you can just only assume there isn't going to be tournaments. Like we're not going to probably be travelling unless something crazy happens in the next, I suppose, couple months. But I would suppose probably most things are going to be online. But that's just my assumption of it all, because who knows? At the end of the day, we haven't been told anything, and that's it. We just got to assume at the end of the day. But yeah, so yeah, Twitch is going to be that sort of focus, and just allows me just to, when I'm opening packs at the start of the year for my main account, little things like that. I just want to basically just do a lot more on Twitch at the end of the day. If you guys want to go to my Twitch as well, that'll be in the description. Anything I sort of mention, my YouTube, my second channel, my Twitch, whatever it may be, that'll be in the description. So go over there, drop a follow, and I'll be live hopefully soon on Twitch. I'm maybe in the next couple of weeks leading into the next FIFA. I might try and stream a couple of days here and there. I think this weekend, like a Call of Duty Alpha Beta's out, so I might even whack on the stream and play that. And that's something else I want to add into my second channel on YouTube. If I play other games and I try and enjoy myself, and I think I can maybe just do a video, I'll just slap it up on there, But that's just a thing for another day, I guess. But yeah, obviously that's my sort of focus on Twitch and YouTube. I want to try and build them as big as possible. And as I said, I think with obviously what's going on with the competitive side, we're going to, maybe content might be my main thing to do this year. Something I should definitely be focusing on in general anyway. So yeah, that's what I would say with Twitch and YouTube. And then going on to the competitive side of things, maybe people are wondering, because there's been no tweets or just nothing really from my end. Still plan to compete. Of course, I want to be the best. That's always my aim. And as I said, that was the thing, probably what I missed the most when COVID was going on, was that competitive side, competing in tournaments and trying to prove to myself and just to others that I am one of the best in FIFA, really. So that is a plan of mine to obviously compete in FIFA 21. But as I said, who knows what's going to be happening with the competitive season. At the end of the day, we might not even have tournaments. Who knows at this point? Hopefully there is, so and obviously I can build a sort of fan base from the content, but also focus on the competitive side and try and just keep proving to myself and proving to others that I'm one of the best in the game. And try and win a tournament. I keep saying this to myself. Yeah, it's like, what do I want to do next? Because I look at myself and I was like, what were my goals? Like, because I felt like my motivation at some points of the last 2 years has sort of been low, and I wondered why. And it was because, like, my main goal, I would say 2 years ago, was to go pro. I didn't even know it was a thing, and then suddenly I found out it was a thing, and I put everything into it. I quit uni, and I just went full in on FIFA and to try and make it pro. Luckily, I landed on 2 feet and got into the situation I'm in now with obviously Southampton and that. But that was my goal. It was just like to be a pro, and I've achieved that, and like that's probably why my motivation's been up and down, because it's like I don't actually have a new goal, if that makes sense. So I was just going on trying to basically keep going. So I think this year I need to have goals from the start of the year. Maybe if it's even with my YouTube, my Twitch, have different goals for them, but also have goals in the competitive side and what I want to try and achieve. And as I said, I want to win. Like, I think that's the main thing. I don't think I've had this urge to try and win for a tournament for a long time. Like, even like when you go to tournaments, like people, all the pros that talk to each other and say, oh, what do you want to try and achieve? And most people, obviously, they will say they want to win, because if you're not trying to go and win a tournament, what's the point? But, everyone has their threshold, what they want to try and achieve. And I think I was going into the tournaments saying I would win, but not backing it up with the way I wanted to play. I wasn't, doing enough on my end behind back doors to try and improve. And I was just sort of at a level where I wasn't going to be able to improve unless I changed a few things up when it comes to practice and just sort of on competitive days what I'm trying to achieve. But yeah, I would say that is the main 3 things I wanted to talk about, was the YouTube, the Twitch, and obviously the competitive side. Still with Southampton going into FIFA 21, but who knows what can happen. As I said, COVID's here, so We don't know what EA's doing. We don't know what how the tournament sort of structure is going to be, so who knows what's going to happen. At the end of the day, we can only do the best what we can in these situations. But yeah, just wanted to make a video of sort of just displaying to you guys where I've been, what's next for me for this YouTube and for my streaming sort of side. I want to get back into it as soon as possible. Obviously FIFA's only a couple of weeks off, so yeah. As always, if you've liked the video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, leave a comment as well if you want. As I said, just let me know what you guys want to see content wise, because I can always add it into my book for ideas and so on. But yeah, that's the video done. Appreciate it, guys. Peace.